Good morning, everyone. It's story time. I missed you guys last week. With Veterans Day, we were closed, so no story time last week. The next story time will be in December. I believe that's December 2nd. And then we'll have one each week, the first 3 weeks, December 2nd, December 9th, and December 16th will be our December story times. There will be crafts available that week. We might have some available next week, but it's Thanksgiving, so it'll be a little bit iffy. Also, something that you can pick up at the library is this form for doing a letter to Santa. And you can see it says, Dear Santa, and it has a place for you to write your name. My name is, and I am how many years old? Do you know how old you are? And you would write that in there. And then you write a message to Santa and let him know what you would like for Christmas. And then you put your name down here, and then you return it to the library at our Santa mailbox that is out on our curbside table. It is a box that is wrapped up in chicken Santa paper. It's really cute, and Santa loves it. So it will be there. You can pick these up in that same box. There's a big plastic box on that curbside table where you can pick them up. If you want to call the library first to make sure that one is ready for you, you can do that, but they're usually there. All right? So take advantage of that. And then Santa will be reading them on Zoom or on Facebook. Now, I can't remember, but he'll be reading them soon. They need to be in by December 3rd so that we can get them mailed to Santa. All right? You guys have that to look forward to. All right, let's get started with some of our songs. All right, let's get started with the Apple song. All right, ready? Oh, there I go dropping things again. All right, let's do this. Okay, I am too close to this camera. Be a tree, okay? So you put your arms way up like this to look like a big apple tree. Ready? Way up high in the apple tree, two little apples smiled at me. I shook that tree as hard as I could. Down came two apples. Were they good? All right. And I just saw this guy's cousin in the backyard, running around, gathering nuts so he can hibernate for the winter. And winter's coming, isn't it? It's snow already. I feel like we just had it in May, but it's November. All right, gray squirrel, you ready? Let's get your tails ready. Here we go. Gray squirrel, swish your bushy tail. Gray squirrel, swish your bushy tail. Hold a nut between your toes, wrinkle up your little nose. Gray squirrel, swish your bushy tail. Good. I think I finally got that note to go. All right, let's do some leaves. The leaves are gone. My neighbor's trees are empty of all leaves, and they're blown away and mown away, and there are no leaves on the ground here at my house. That happens. I can't believe it. It happens so quickly. All right, this one is We Are Walking. And it goes like this. We are walking, see the leaves, They are changing colors, Fall is here. Can you remember that? It's a new one. We started learning it 2 weeks ago. We're going to do it again. Ready? You can say it after me. We are walking. See the leaves, They are changing colors, Fall is here, Did that help you remember it a little bit better? Hopefully it did. All right, so next week is a big holiday that we get ready for by getting ready for families to come, which may or may not happen this year. We buy a turkey, and we eat turkey. What holiday is that? It is Thanksgiving, correct. And here's a turkey. And this is our turkey poem. And you've done this before. We did it a couple weeks ago. And it goes like this. A turkey is a funny bird. His head goes wobble, wobble, wobble. He only knows one word. What is it? Gobble, gobble, gobble. All right, let's do it again. A turkey is a funny bird. His head goes wobble, wobble, wobble. He only knows one word. Gobble, gobble, gobble. And I found my turkey friend at the library. He said gobble, 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 but he said it differently than we do. That's all right. All right, now if you have a scarf or a tissue or something that is wiggly like this, or a handkerchief, or a bandana, we're going to do a leaf song. This one's about autumn. And I'll wait a second for you to do that. And if you don't have one, it's okay. You can just move your hands. All right. Autumn winds begin to blow. Can you blow? Colored leaves fall fast and slow, twirling, whirling all around till at last they touch the ground. You want to do that one again too? Autumn winds begin to blow. Colored leaves fall fast and slow, twirling, whirling all around till at last they touch the ground. Right. What else do we have in here? Put that back. Oh. On Thanksgiving, we say that we're thankful for things. Do you know what that means? Do you say thank you to people for doing things for you? It means you appreciate what they do for you and what you have. All right, so let's do this one. This is if you're thankful and you know it. And it's kind of like if you're happy and you know it. And I know you know, and we start with if you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. If you're happy and you know it, stomp your feet. If you're happy and you know it, shout, I am. Or actually, it's hooray. But this one is if you're thankful and you know it. So if you're thankful and you know it, at the end you shout, I am, not hooray. Ooh, I'm losing papers. Hang on, hang on. Put my rock there. All right. If you're thankful and you know it, clap your hands. If you're thankful and you know it, clap your hands. If you're thankful and you know it, then your face will surely show it. If you're thankful and you know it, clap your hands. If you're thankful and you know it, stomp your feet. If you're thankful and you know it, stomp your feet. If you're thankful and you know it, then your face will surely show it. If you're thankful and you know it, stomp your feet. If you're thankful and you know it, shout, I am, I am. If you're thankful and you know it, shout, I am, I am. If you're thankful and you know it, then your face will surely show it. If you're thankful and you know it, shout, I am, I am. And I am. I'm very thankful that you guys are tuning in and able to have story time even though we're not meeting in person. And I'm very thankful that the sun is shining again today, even though we had a little snow yesterday, which was beautiful too. And I am thankful that Thanksgiving is next week and that we're going to have a big turkey at my house. And there's so many things to be thankful for. And you should think about what you're thankful for. I think my son is thankful that he gets to stay home instead of going to school, even though he's still in school at home. He kind of was smiling when I told him he was home until December 7th. All right, one more, because we have to end with Grandma's glasses. There they are. All right, let's get your glasses ready. Can you do this? Anna, I'm sure you're getting really good at this by now. You've been doing this for a long time. All right. These are Grandma's glasses, and this is Grandma's hat, And this is the way she folds her hands in her lap. These are Grandpa's glasses, and this is Grandpa's hat, and this is the way he folds his arms and takes a nap. What time's nap time today? Because I will join you. Definitely would like to have a nap today. Let me make sure I did all of the songs. I did. Wow. I talked about the letters to Santa that you can pick up at the library. Oh, and one more thing I want to talk to you about. Friday, we're doing another story hike. And this is the book that will be at the story hike at Solly Nature Park in November. How appropriate. There are beautiful pictures in here, and I'm so excited for you to go see it. And there will be a drawing for a copy of the book. So if you go, make sure you email the Chippewa Story Hike at gmail.com with your name and phone number, and I'll put your name in to win a copy of the book. And I think we advertise that there will be a craft, so if you want one of the crafts, you can ask for that as well. And if you haven't picked up our Storytime crafts for November yet, I still have some at the library. This is the one that is for today's book. And we did Creepy Pair of Underwear 2 weeks ago, and there's a craft for that as well. So just give the library a call today or tomorrow, and I will have those ready for you after today. All right? Okay, so the book for today is about a scarecrow. And here he is. He doesn't look like the one we are making, but that's okay. And he is the lonely scarecrow. Does he look lonely? What does he look like? Does he look sad? He kind of has a frown. That might be sad. Does he look scary? Maybe a little bit. I don't think he does, but maybe other people might think he is. And does he look lonely? What do we see down here? We have some bunnies, and we have a fox. And do you know what this animal is? This is a badger, and they don't live in America. That's okay, because they're really cute, and they live in Europe. And this book is by Tim Preston, and it's illustrated by Maggie Neen. And they're beautiful pictures, and it's a really nice book about the lonely scarecrow. There he is. Okay, I'm going to move up forward here so you can see the book. All right. There he is. In the middle of a field, under a sky the color of cornflowers, stood a scarecrow. He had a scary face, but a kindly heart. More than anything, he wished that the animals and birds would be his friends. But the creatures of the field were afraid of the scarecrow's flapping coat and big black hat. They were afraid of his beady eyes, his crooked nose, and his jagged metal mouth. They're looking at him. So they are a little bit afraid of him. They think he is scary. In the spring, the scarecrow watched the animals play at the edge of his field. He watched the birds as they made their nests. He watched the carefree tumblings of fox cubs and rabbits. He listened to the noisy ducklings by the old pond. And all the time, the animals watched the scary scarecrow, but they never came near. Look how pretty that is. What a big field of wheat. Each day, the swaying wheat in the field grew taller. The scarecrow lost sight of the animals. He lost even the happy song of the lark, drowned out by the whispering of the wheat. Marooned in his golden sea, the scarecrow lost hope of ever making friends. Whispering wheat, I wonder what that means. That the birds, you couldn't hear the birds because of the wind, whispering wheat. So when it's windy out, is it noisy? Is it really noisy? And sometimes it's noisy in the summer And I bet you it's because the leaves are flapping against each other, so they're kind of whispering. So that must be what the wheat's doing. Interesting. Oh, goodness. Do you know what that is? The combine. That's a combine. It takes the wheat down. It cuts it down. The combine monster came to harvest the wheat. The animals hid from its churning jaws and the ravaged acres of mud and stubble that it left behind. They also hid from the scarecrow, who stood alone now in the empty field. Did you ever see one of these combines working? I haven't seen one for a long time because I don't drive past farms very much anymore. I'm too busy working. From the north came a sly breeze that stole the leaves from the trees and the light from the days. We're having that right now. The animals hurried home to their warm burrows and cozy nests. And the scarecrow felt even lonelier, for he knew that winter was coming. That's what's happening, isn't it? This book is perfect for this season. Snow fell heavily one night and kept on falling. It fell on the bare, still woods and on the silent fields. Slowly it covered the ground where the scarecrow stood. That's about as much snow as we had this morning when I woke up. Just a little bit. But it said heavily. We had a light snow. So heavily must mean wow. In the morning, the animals woke to a world that had changed. A thick blanket of snow covered the frozen earth. The scarecrow seemed to have vanished too. In his place stood a jolly snowman. My goodness, look at him. What a change. All right, I gotta turn the page here. The creatures played happily in the field, rolling and tumbling in the snow around the scarecrow. And the scarecrow? Well, he was cheerful and bright as the sunny winter day. Look at them having fun, and they aren't afraid. Did the snow make him different? Or just make him look different? Although he was happy, the scarecrow was afraid of what would happen when he lost his snowy coat. He was afraid that the animals would shrink from his twisted shape. Most of all, he was afraid he would be alone again. And then the snow began to thaw. The thing has frozen. Oh, there you go. There we go. All right. Sorry, my iPad keeps freezing because I'm outside probably. Look, he's all thawed now. The snow slipped off the scarecrow's shoulders and dripped from the brim of his hat. When the last patches of snow fell from his face, the animals looked up in wonder. Could the friendly snowman be the same scary creature they had feared for so long? As the warmth of spring stirred the brown earth, the scarecrow felt a bird peck at his hat and a mouse nestle in the folds of his coat. And the scarecrow knew that he would never be lonely again. So that shows you that just because somebody might look different from you or may seem scary because they're bigger, they're not. Probably. And it's okay, because it's just good to get to know people before you make that judgment. Okay, so that was The Lonely Scarecrow. I want you guys to have a wonderful Thanksgiving. I will tell you that the library at Chippewa is not open for appointments any longer until at least December 1st. We've had some issues with the virus, so that's okay though. We are still doing curbside pickup, so if you need any books, just give us a call. We will be happy to get those ready for you, or you can order them online. If you want the craft packets for December, you can start calling telling you, and I don't have them ready, but I will take your name and let you know when they are ready. And let's see what else. And if you still want the November storytime packets, I have those as well. I have a few of those left. But the Christmas ones, I don't have any ready yet. I'm getting them ready, and they should be ready Monday. All right? You guys have a great week, and